Okay, hello everybody. This is the brand new episode of CU Mongolia podcast. So today my guest is the incredible, super Mongolian woman who is my friend and also my role model, also my crush, Miss Tserenjagzan. And thank you for accepting my invitation for the
Thank
podcast.
you for inviting me to come.
Okay, last time when we invited Tserenjagzan to our Women Empowerment Summit in March, right?
Yes, March.
In March, her presentation inspired many of Mongolian women and girls during the event. So I would like to ask you to share about yourself. Who is Jagza?
Well, during that presentation, because it was partially also employee branding message, so I tried to connect it my historic background, my background, like how I grew up, how I ended up in tech field, with how my company gave me that opportunity. Yeah. Well, I'm the firstborn in my family. I have two younger sisters, so kind of since I was young, had the responsibility like the older sister, and I listened to my parents, I think, quite well. Now that I think about it, and then my dad's opinion was very important to me. I always somehow always ended up following his advice and taking it, even if at the moment I think I didn't, but then in the background I always kind of followed that. So when I was in high school, I actually didn't really think about IT field or anything. When I was first trying to choose my major, I actually liked fields like chemistry and biology.
Really?
So my first choice was doctor, and then my dad was like, his side has doctors, many, and then he's like, well, it's a little bit difficult for women. You have to get involved with lots of blood, and it's not that easy. So at that moment, I was thinking, yeah, maybe I'm not that comfortable with blood, you know. Like when they have the
surgeries,
yes,
this and that,
when
right?
they like Mongolians eat lots of meat, right?
Yes,
and then when
yes.
they prepare the meat, I kind of stay away. Like I'll do the cleaning afterwards. Not really. I'm not very comfortable with blood, and I was thinking, yeah, he has a point, so maybe not. And then biology was another option, and then I really liked that. And my high school graduation, my elective exam was biology. So, but my dad's comment on that one was, well, that's interesting, but that's a field that requires lots of money because you need to do lots of research. Yes. And in Mongolia, difficult, right? The future, if you really want to go into the research part, because I was more interested in DNA and stuff like so. If you're more interested that way, then difficult to do it in Mongolia. Maybe you have to, in the future, you have to go some other countries and live there and
do the research.
Yes,
right?
yes. If you can imagine yourself living in different country when you grow older, then it's fine. You choose it, and then that gave me another pause, and I was thinking, okay, going to different countries, learning, like studying and stuff is one thing, but living there for good, I don't think I don't think I can make that choice right now. So I want to, yes, I think I want to have that option of coming back. So I was thinking, maybe biology might restrict me too much, right? So we decided to explore our options, and then ended up choosing applied mathematics. And then when I first went to school, I went through the book, like every class of my school, every class and every major, what kind of classes they choose, for which like how many classes each year and stuff like that. And then I was planning to go study in Germany after my second year, because at the time high school had only 10 years, right?
Yes,
so we were required to study 2 years at university before going there. So I was only looking to the first 2 years, and then I decided software engineering degree had more classes in the first 2 years.
Okay.
Applied mathematics, almost all the classes are similar, but like more basic. Like for example, the first programming language they learn is for software engineer, it's C. Like really, C is core, right? But then for applied mathematics, it was Pascal. And then I was like, I should choose software engineering because I'm not really going to graduate here, right? So
it's just the first step to go to overseas,
so
right?
I need to do my basics well, right? So I decided I'll transfer to software engineering. So that's how I ended
from biology to applied mathematics and software engineering.
That's how I ended up in IT. Really not a choice. It was just kind of accidental. And then I went after after finishing second year, I went to Germany to study, and I had some health issues when I went there. I went there when I was 19, first time away from home and stuff. So, like many others, home cooking never happened. And another problem was I love yogurt and oats. So I ate oat, put oat in yogurt and eat it like 3 times a day. Like that was my
God.
meal.
Oh my God.
And I kind of killed my stomach and had lots of health issues. And then I ended up after 2 years, 1 year language, and then second year at uni, I ended up coming back. Had to do some healthcare, so I decided to continue my original study at the university and then finish because I didn't have other choices. I can, if I want to transfer into different major, I have to start from the beginning. So I decided I'll just graduate.
The previous one, the software engineer.
Yeah, I can go back into the third year. So I just decided I'll just finish this. So that's how I accidentally ended up majoring in IT.
Destination, right?
Yeah, I think I was meant to finish and then become software engineer. So because I tried to go into different field, but I ended up finishing software engineer.
I have one question. How about when you go to the software engineering class, how many of you were girls?
First, when I started, we had more girls. But when I came back on third year, in my third year, that class only had 5 girls, including me.
Including you.
Yeah.
So all graduated, or
yes, all graduated, but still only, including me, only 5 girls. I don't know how many they had in first year, but
so it means that most of them is gave up middle of the way.
Actually, they might have started with few girls to begin with. I don't know. I haven't checked it. But my original class, when I first started, that one, when it graduated, still didn't have that many girls, I think. At the beginning, maybe around 10, but...
Okay, you're a software engineer.
Yes.
Wow. It means that your the knowledge about the mathematics or logic thinking or the problem solving skill was quite high than others, or you just study harder than others, or is that the skill you got from your family background or teacher's help?
I think it's all of them a little bit involved, right? I think I have, fortunately,
Great.
I have got quite a lot from my family side, because both my mom and dad were quite good in mathematics and very detail-oriented and logical people.
I'm mentioning about is that you know that last year I established the university with my friends, right? Which is only focusing on ICT education. And last year we only have 10% of all students were girls, and this year enrollment 30% of the students are girls. So maybe next year 50. So what I was wondering, and I was so excited, is that girls are coming pretty STEM sector.
Yes, they are. Actually, even I can notice that even at work. When I first established my team, I only had 2 guys, and we are not 20. And then first, I never received applications from girls. Yeah, never really. But now, not just my applications, but actually when we work with other tech companies, like I have lots of development partners. Like they also started to have many female developers nowadays, like girls, younger girls, actual back-end developers, front-end developers.
Wow,
But yeah, we started to have see lots of women in tech fields these days.
That's
actual hardcore technology part too, not just like projects or product managers or anything.
Nice, incredible. Yeah. Very happy to hear. Okay, so from software developer, and how about your journey to?
Well, actually, I didn't really work as a software developer that long at first, like only a year and a little bit more than a year, close to 2 years. And then at the time, like the time in Mongolia were a little bit different than now. So they wouldn't let me work on back end. They would let me only work on front end. And I was more interested in DB. Yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to work on the DB more back-end developments and like DB architecture and stuff like that, but mostly front-end. So after a while I decided maybe, at least for now, not for me, like I'm not interested. I mean, after a while I became more like the work become more like I'm just sitting there and then I'm just waiting for the lunchtime, or I'm just waiting for work to finish. I'm not interested. Like when you're interested in something, you just get so focused in it. Yes, right? So focused in it, and you don't even realize time is passing by. Right? You just look up, and then it's like already evening and stuff like. But wasn't happening like that. It getting less and less exciting. So I decided maybe I should try something new. And then one day when I was just looking through like newspaper at the time, we would look through newspapers work, and then I saw a small ad that said that Korean Air is looking for flight attendants.
Wow.
And then I decided I'll just send my application because one of my childhood dreams, like very childhood dream, was becoming a pilot. By the time in Mongolia,
there is no any opportunity to study there, right?
Not for girls, and also it's very interrelated field, right, in Mongolia. So without connection, it was difficult. So I just gave up that dream. But flight attendant felt like I would be flying a lot, right? So I thought the flying was my passion. So I thought I'll apply. So I applied, and then I got the job. And then because it's Korean there, we were based in Korea. So, and then we stayed there once a month. We come home, and then mostly flew from there. And then at first I thought the flying was exciting. I was gonna be like in the flying, and then go into different countries and stuff like that, right? Like young girls, so seeing different countries would be exciting, right? But then when I started to work, I realized that wasn't really the best part. I realized that flying, yes, exciting. Flying part, but going to different countries, the kind of type that enjoys those kinds of things with my family. Sharing with people gives you more happiness, right? But just going there by myself, just going around, seeing stuff, and maybe taking some pictures, that's it. Then not really interesting. Even if it's really nice place, you don't really get
because
excited.
You're alone.
Yes, I'm alone. I don't have anybody to share it with. The sharing it actually creates happiness, right? So, but another aspect of the job actually got me really excited. Getting connected with different types of people, getting to know different types of people. I didn't know that I was passionate about that. I thought I'm very introvert. Actually, I am very introvert. But like in plane, if you realize people, because you're confined in a small space, right? And people feel very uncomfortable and scared, and the high altitude gives also mentally gives you pressure and stuff. So flight attendants are your safest, like closest. You feel very close to flight attendants. So people feel very, close to you. They talk their very private matters and try to connect with you and stuff. So when you talk to them, like really talk to them, listen to them, and try to help them, then you can feel like gratitude. It gives you really big happiness, and satisfaction.
I'm thinking. It seems like in Mongolia we have a joke proverb say that "Барилгачин баяраа балет бүжиглөө," right? It's like that because you were the software developer in a front end, and going out to become flight attendant to communicate with the people, totally different field and skill it demands from you, right?
Yeah, that's what gave me the idea. I shouldn't be a software engineer. I should go into different fields. So I decided to do my master's in. At the time I was thinking I should, transition to different major, but I didn't know how to, right? So I thought, business administration doesn't require a specific bachelor degree, right?
Yeah,
you can
right?
have any kind of bachelor's degree. So I went for Master of Business Administration, and then I was thinking when I was learning, I should specialize in project management or finance. So I was, since my mathematical background, I was more interested in the financial part, so financial investment. So I was, after graduating from university, I was applying mostly for financial jobs and financial investment firms, like portfolio management firms and stuff. And then at the time, in Mongolia, stock exchange was going through transition. Was getting new IT system, lending my team from London Exchange. They were getting a big contract and everything. So I thought maybe I should start my career now, right? Instead of working in US and then working a few years and then going back, instead of doing that, I should go now early and start my career early. So I came back to Mongolia and then started to work for exchange. And then at the time when I came back to Mongolia, I'm almost 30. And then one thing I didn't realize was in America, 30 is young. Nobody talks about family, husband, kids, right? When you come to Mongolia,
you have plenty of questions.
You come to Mongolia, you didn't feel like you're old to get married and stuff. And then as soon as you come here, everybody's like, how old are you? Where's your husband? When are you gonna have kids? And then, you just brush those questions off and stuff. But then in the back of your mind, I think you just code something.
Without like you lost something.
Without realizing it, I think I coded something, some kind of message in the back of my subconscious. Because after coming to Mongolia, within a year, I found a husband, got pregnant.
Because it have to be done like that way, right?
Nothing planned, but it happened.
Have to happen.
Went for maternity leave, and then my husband's family lives in America, so he wanted to go to America, and then we went to America. And then, it's life, right? Things happen in life. After a while, I came back, single mom with a kid, and then I came back to Mongolia because Mongolian high school education is quite good, I think. The environment and everything gives you the basics really good. I didn't feel like starting her in America yet. Also, Mongolian language is very
unique and difficult if you don't learn on time. Right.
So if you learn Mongolian language really well, it's easy to learn foreign languages later on. So I thought she should learn Mongolian language really well, and then
other languages, other environment.
So I thought we should go to Mongolia first, and then that's why I came back for my kid to start everything here. And then
we know that you are the one of female director of IT department in Mongolia. So being in a STEM sector, especially in ICT, working together with the men dominant background teams. We know that it's not easy. And would you like to share about your experience and perspective about women leader in the ICT sector?
First, like I said before, right? When I first started after graduating university, it did feel very difficult to fit in, especially as a woman. I just felt like I wasn't good enough, or like they're not really believing me, kind of way. But nowadays things are changing. I think it's not just Mongolian, but globally things are changing, and women are more coming into tech sectors, and we're also accepting more, getting less biased, gender-wise and everything. But yes, as a tech sector, there's still some issues. Also, sometimes we do need to make decisions based on gender a little bit too, right? Based on like what kind of job it is, what kind of, like if it's really detail oriented and like need to concentrate on details to make good execution, then maybe females are better. But if it's an engineer that needs to go to the branches all the time, go more into the technical hardware sides and stuff, then maybe guys make more, they fit more better, right? I mean, depends. Also depends on the actual person. Like I said before, I started when I first started my team. We had 2 guys, one engineer and one system admin,
And you?
and me. My title was IT manager at the time. But that was it. I was under my CEO directly, so there was no other part of IT there. We did have our infra team separately, but operationally for our whole convenience store base. Yeah, and then as our business grew bigger, like at the time we had only like 30-something, 40 branches, but now that we get 425 branches.
Wow.
Our team is like 20 people.
Wow.
And then at the time, engineer and system admin, now we have different dimensions in our team. Like we have development and operations and data and IoT and everything. And at the beginning, yes, most of my team members were guys. Even all our the people that wanted to go in, I mean all the CVs and everything, mostly were guys. But nowadays I'm getting more girls, the CVs. And
That's great.
yeah.
That's great.
So I'm so happy getting more girls, like, but mostly for now, like data and development side, still.
You know, more than 400 branches, you know, what store we are talking about? The CU, right? CU is one of the I think that is the revolution of the retail business in Mongolia. You know, CU brought us the many different type of cultures of shopping, convenient lifestyle, and also the service culture. Totally different things are coming to Mongolians nowadays, modern Mongolians' daily life. So when we are traveling countryside, we first of all we see that where's the CU shop. If there is a CU, yeah, the travel is more convenient, more happier, more easy, and all those shops behind is Tserenjagzan's team is working there. It's not just delivering and selling things, right? And every time when I go to the CU, the young ladies, young boys ask me that, do you have a CU application? And for example, my birthday coming, and CU is given some point, reward, free coffee, this and that, and all those is based on data. Right, where and when I installed my application, and when is my birthday, what kind of things I'm buying, this and that. So thank you so much for make our life easier in Mongolia. And how about your company is supporting this IT team, or helping you or getting your opinion on the business development?
Like our business vision is to be globally recognized based on our excellent service. So the service, when you think about service, to make it really satisfy the customer, you need lots of IT background for that, right? Technological support for that, right? I mean, the people, of course, the front line, the field, our field employees, that's our face, right? They are delivering the service, but to make it easier for them to deliver the service and everything, that's where the IT and tech comes in, right? I mean, like your point of sales, the program doesn't work properly, then the customer will gonna have time wasted, and then the cashier will have lots of hard time, right? And like you said earlier, the CU app, that's our main window to communicate with our customers directly, right? To get their feedbacks and give them more customized service and everything. So all of that is based on infrastructure, that tech infrastructure, to more customized to our needs. And in our business, like we said before, operationally, CU expanded so fast, right? Like within 6 years, we have more than 400 stores. So we did everything together. Like our team started from only like few people, expanded that much, and then so everybody's opinion was like it involved everybody's opinion. I mean, there wasn't like one one person that dictates everything kind of way. It was like King Arthur's round table discussion sometimes. Yes, there were ups and downs, and some ideas were failures, and of course in business that kind of things happen. But tech side, when I was heading the tech, or if I'm in charge of the ERP system, or if I'm in charge of the POS system, or whatever, that side, I'm the technical expert. So our CEO will listen to my technical opinion, but then his business decision, right? So everything goes that way. And for example, now our official name is Premium Nexus now, because we expanded, brought in different businesses under our umbrella to create more synergetic business environment. And our Premium Corporation, our umbrella company, we're trying to create an ecosystem where all the businesses are synergetic, right? So at Premium Corporation too, we have other IT parts too, like our infrastructure team, right? They're in charge of all the like system server connection, the lanes, right? And there is also other teams there too. We have Stora. Stora has a big, strong tech team, right? So depending on which part your opinion, because you're the expert, you're there inside the operation, right? Even in my own team, I do not go over my like operation manager's head to say, okay, no, that's wrong, you should do that. I listen to him. I ask him, because he's the man. I mean, he's there 24/7. He knows it better than me. I mean, if I make a decision that's gonna affect it, then his life will become more difficult, right? He understands the situation better, and in turn, he listens to his engineers, right? And then we get direct feedback from the field like that. So if I keep saying like go in front of it and say, no, this is the way we do it, this is the way we do it, then we won't hear their feedbacks anymore. So in our company, the culture is always get feedbacks from the field. I mean, our engineers work at the field with the Star employees, right, directly, and then they get all the field information, right, necessary, and then operation team would know their issues better. I can of course see and guide and everything, but still their feedback is more important. In that sense, whether it's guy or whether it's a male or female employee, it doesn't matter. I think that's at least in our person, that was the correct way of operating, managing the team, and expanding the team. to be able to actually get in their shoes and feel them, and then try to solve the issue together. And if they need guidance, you guide them, but don't go in front of them.
And retail business is not the B2. It's of course B2B. There's suppliers, many of the partners. You guys are collaborating together. The main part is the customer. Customer is coming and maybe buying the 200 tugruk chewing gum, or maybe 200,000 tugruk stuffs. But each and every customer must be satisfied by using the service. By our eyes, this is just the shop. You go inside and buy milk and come back, right? But behind that, there are plenty of operations and problems are being solved. This great team and the lady women leader is behind there. What I wanted to tell is like this. And I'm really appreciate on behalf of the customer, of each and every customer of CU shop, chain shop. And also another thing is that what I observed inside the CU is that it's not only the things that are purchased in the shop. What I'm observing is that CU is supporting the local markets a lot. And what I want to ask is that in your team, all team members are Mongolian, or some the Indian guy or American guy is coming and being advising and going back like that?
Well, local employees, our company's employees are Mongolians, but we do have partners that are experts, foreign experts. For example, our finance, we used to use Microsoft's dynamic navigation system as an ERP. Currently, we're using it only for finance part. And as a vendor, we used to have a Vietnamese team for that. Before that, we had a Thailand team. So the experts, sometimes when we need to implement new model on the system and stuff, then the international experts come to work with us. Currently, we also have, as you know, we are operating a franchise model from Korea, right? And then our Korean team, we got a system developed by them, another main system, and then their experts also come to help us implement new models or make improvements and adjustments, customizations, etc. And also even on the business side, since Japanese and Korean convenience stores are so much advanced than us, we do get
advices
and
okay.
Exactly.
And if it's not too much confident, can you tell us how much the shops will be open in the future, or how big your team will be expanded? And is there any space that our audience who is studying the STEM sector can come to join to your team like that?
Oh, we'll be expanding a lot. Next few years, we'll keep expanding. So our team is gonna, of course, grow. And as you noticed, even globally and in Mongolia, the tech sector is expanding a lot into different parts too. So our team, not just like operation team, is gonna expand as it is, but also we're gonna invest into different parts of IT. So our team is gonna be expanding in quite four-dimensional. I hope. We are always looking for talented young professionals, engineers, talent,
interns. Right?
Yes, correctly. I mean, you don't have to have the degree. You can learn it.
Yes,
you know,
it's a skill, right?
Yes, we have employees that started as a cashier. Started as a cashier and now doing developers and other positions too. I mean, opportunity comes.
How about Zagja's grow? How do you see your future? Where would you like to be in the future, maybe after 10, 15 years?
You might have realized that I've been all over the place, right? I mean, but one thing is sure is when I was studying, I went into IT accidentally. When I finished, I tried to get out of IT, tried to do flight attendants, and did my master's in business administration, came back and tried to work at exchange and everything. Even when I first started at CU, I first started as digital business project manager. So I was actually, when I first had my interview with Tserenjagzan, he said, yeah, your IT background, you can use it, but we also need your business skills, project management. Yeah, you don't need to go into the IT side, you can go.
And there is a magnet to attracting you there, right?
But then somehow I ended up getting more and more while I'm doing the operation, ended up going more and more into the system side, and then see where I am now. So I mean, even if I make plans and see things differently, one thing I'm sure is I'm still gonna be in IT.
Okay, thank you so much being honest and patient in our sector and helping and being a role model for many young girls to come to this sector. And we are so happy to nominate you the Lifetime Achievement of a Women in Tech Epoch Award, and hope that one day the world will recognize our Jagza. She will be the real role model and mentors for many girls and women in each and every corner of the world.
Thank you for inviting me today, and also thank you for everything you're doing for the girls and all the movements. The movement in tech is really, I mean, it's inspired me too.
Thank you so much, and I would put all those details and official contact of Jagza in the comment, and if you really want to,
if you're interested to work in CU, please contact me. We're always looking for people.
Yeah.